What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and what we're going to be talking about today is Madden 19, and can it be saved with some of the new features that EA has already confirmed, like the one cut, push to pile, real player motion and stuff like that. We're going to talk about it as we look at some of the things that go on within the game itself. We're going to look at this boss battles promo situation. I don't know if you guys are continuing to finish up the boss trophies, but obviously it would make no sense for you to do more than one boss battle player. You understand what I'm saying? So you should probably be keeping the boss trophies, because more than likely I think EA is going to give us another set separately to use those boss trophies. It's just a hunch. Like, I have no idea if it's going to happen like that. I'm just going along the lines of, with the milestones, what they did with the milestones in Madden 17, all the excess that you had, you were able to put them in the sets to get different things. So that's the only reason that I'm continuing to do the boss battles solos, if you guys are asking that question. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this because I get a lot of questions about it in my comment section, and I can't answer every question because there's so many questions that are asked. But when it's like consistent and you guys really want to understand what I'm thinking about it, which I appreciate that you value my feedback, what is EA going? Can it be really like the format of it, like the way that people are feeling right now, and the way that a lot of viewers and people that play the game also are very angry with the gameplay. Let's just talk about some of the things. Let's talk about one cut. Okay? Now, the fluidity of Madden has really changed over the years, and I don't know if it's all next gen, because a lot of people make the excuse, the next gen is what really ruined it. I don't know why they did certain things with it as far as taking away player control. Is it next gen? You would think that the more graphical and the more bits and bytes or whatever kind of accumulation that they could use to format the game, it would get better. But like, in my opinion, playing NBA Live on the regular PlayStation is still way better than any basketball game I've played, including 2K to date. Like, I used to love Live back in the day on regular PlayStation. So is it the fact that they don't know, or they haven't been able to understand how to utilize some of the technology? That could be true. That could be true. Like, you see, for instance, right there, right? You see the way my guy stretches his arm out and takes himself out of the play? That doesn't make any sense. Those things like that, let me just go and show you really quickly what I'm talking about. You see, things like that is what ruins the game. When I go right here and I'm on Leonard Floyd, you see like how I'm already done. Like, the guy's already gone, right? This right here is stupid. This doesn't make any sense. Him doing that's not, it's not conducive to having a low blood pressure. You understand what I'm saying? That's going to raise your blood pressure extremely high, because that's not going to happen. And it never used to happen like that in Maddens. You know what I'm saying? Like, there weren't plays that would take you out of the play and like glitch you out of plays in previous Maddens. These are all new things that are going on, okay? And the reason that I wanted to start off with one cut is pretty much what they're saying is you can stop on the dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you go to, like, we start to use an example, like, all right, let's say LaShawn McCoy, right? We know LaShawn McCoy is just way too sticky on the field. Dude is very elusive. When he puts his foot in the ground, he's ready to go. Zeke Elliott, you know what I'm saying? Zeke Elliott puts his foot in the ground to make a move. That's it. He's taking it. Bro, hey, if you go the wrong way, it's a wrapperoni with cheese. It's done. That's what they're saying. EA is confirming that when you go to run the ball and you decide to stop and turn and change direction, you're going to be able to do that with no issue. Do I believe that? I have to see it. I have to see it to believe it. Because what happens with Madden 18, right? The way the players, the way they maneuver themselves, like you see what's going on with that? You see like how he moves, then he stops and he keeps going? It's not a fluid motion, which takes us over to real player motion details that EA is saying that's going to be in the game. So pretty much, you see the way Alex Smith was moved, he stopped, he moved, he stopped. For us that played, for the limited amount of us that played Madden 04 with Michael Vick, the one thing that made Michael Vick so godly, there was that was real player motion. So realistically, EA is giving us something that they already gave us in the past. And that's why a lot of you guys often argue about recyclable features. Like the push to pile feature allegedly was in other Maddens. I don't remember it being in other Maddens because, like, I've never had that situation where I was able to press a button and move a lineman out of my way. I don't remember. Maybe, you know, you guys can, you know, hit me up with some footage at GmiasWorld on Twitter. But I don't remember being able to press a button and move players out of the way. You know what I'm saying? For what I was trying to. Why did he just dive right there? Bro, somebody hit this guy. What's going on right now? I don't remember it. Okay, so the push the pile situation, a lot of you guys are saying that is not new. Look, I don't remember. And if I do, I will tell you. I would say, yo, bro, yeah, oh yeah, push the pile. But like I said, the real player motion, for us, listen, I played guys that used Mike Vick that would run all the way back to their own end zone and then come all the way, you know, back to my end zone and run for 6. Because obviously Michael Vick had 1,000 stamina. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like that, he was the biggest glitch in Madden history. That was real player motion. There was no stutter. It was just straight run. Madden 15 also, I would say, had real player motion when it came to the quarterback position. The issue with Madden 15, though, a lot of people were playing using play action reach around, aka play action end around, and all the quarterbacks were just extremely fast. And the excessive amount of complaints made EA Sports have to do something. They made EA have to do something, and that's what usually happens. Since EA has become, you know, very, very social media active, the feedback that they get, sometimes they listen to the wrong people, because there wasn't anything wrong with the fluidity of it. It was the play itself. You see what I'm saying? Like, play action reach around was just dangerous because the way everybody reacted to it, it just didn't make any sense. They would over pursuit the play. They would run behind the quarterback intentionally. Tom Brady was burning people for 6. It was a nightmare. But it wasn't really anything wrong with the motion of the way they played. Like I don't know why I just died right there. I was just trying to fall on the ground. But yo, shout out to Barry Sanders. I don't know why he just did that. But he is still probably, like, I had to end up going back and getting him again because LaDainian Tomlinson, the dude was fumbling on conservative, bro. Like, it was really, really bad. But let's look at that again, right? Look, let's say, look, I'm running. Okay, now I'm gonna cut. You see like how I did that whole thing with my feet. Like, there's really no. You see that stupid move? Like, what is that? What? It's like you're watching the Roadrunner. You know what I'm saying, bro? You ever watch the Roadrunner? Like his when they make him go fast and it's just his legs are just making a circle. Like, why is he doing that? That's what doesn't make any sense. And a lot of us just accepted that. That motion is not something that should be going on in the game. Just so that we're on the same page with it. That shouldn't be going on within the game. And that's something that EA is saying that it won't be happening in 19. Now, whether you believe it or not, that's not the problem. We have to wait to see how it, you know, how does it work on the field? How does it work? That's what we have to wait to see. Because when you go to put your foot in the ground, are they going to make it so you have to press the button for you to for you to stick your foot in the ground? How is it going to be? Or is it going to be straight user control? Because they're promising real motion technology. That itself is what I'm trying to explain. The real motion technology, the reason that I believe that will be in Madden 19 is because we already seen it. I'm going all the way back to Madden 04. You could go to 02 also. It's a lot of different Maddens you can go back to where it wasn't a situation where real motion was an issue. The players used to move naturally, cut naturally, and have like basic juke moves naturally. That's not anything new. But again, because of the next gen, the frostbite, the changing in, you know, the people that are there, people have stepped down that's worked on in the past. Like, you see that? Like, that motion is stupid. And that's Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders is never doing that. And that's another thing that they're talking about. They're going to have more, more of the running styles of the players geared towards the way the players actually played. That's huge also. But they've done that in the past as well. You see what I'm saying? The biggest thing that I'm looking forward to is when you're trying to get a playoff. It's like 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches, and you're running the ball, and your player stops right in front of you, and you fall backwards and just drop on the ground. A lot of you guys are like, yeah, I know you're talking about Gmia. Yeah, that right there don't make no sense. That's the issue. The push to pile, the the one cut. Do I think that will have a heavy influence on the run game and the way that people have utilized the run game in the past? Absolutely, because that's been a major issue. The running game over the last couple of years, like, let's go back to Madden 16, right? Madden 16, what was it? Inside zone. You couldn't stop it. you can only hope to contain it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real with it. You could come out and play SAG-D. The thing about it is, SAG-D stopped inside zone, which is weird. If you ran blitz it, if you would run blitz inside zone, you would not be able to stop it. You would have to just go and just deal with whatever came in Madden 16. Madden 17, they had, it was a situation with, like, the same thing like this year. But this year is, like, stretch and power O. But in Madden 17, stretch was godly. Stretch, bro, you could run stretch the entire game. But running the ball in 17 was a little bit better than running it in 18. 18 was fine before they patched it because they got nervous with the way that you were able to juke everybody and people were flying all over the field. So they patched it and completely took away the fun out of the game, in my opinion. Because it wasn't like you weren't able to stop it. It was just that the more quality backs that were elusive were able to take advantage of that trait. Now, with the most recent patch, since they've done it in like January, it's been the same, or whatever, however sooner the patch was that they took out the juke moves, now it went to power backs. Now everybody is trucking everybody. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any sense. One way or the other, you're going to lose. It just depends on how you want to lose. That's what EA is telling you. One way or the other, bro, EA is going to make you understand that they're either going to overdo it or they're going to give it to you and then take it away in the game. But the future of the game, in all honesty, it depends on what the patches do. Ever since EA has started to patch Madden, it's been nightmarish. Now, the whole patch situation, you know, that's what gaming has become. Gaming has become tweaks and patches. But for the most part, the games that survive, they have minimal damage to their game with patches. And that, in my opinion, has been the biggest situation. Go ahead and let me know. Do you agree that the patches have not really been well for Madden? That's been the situation? Because the games at launch have been decent. They really have. They really have been decent. I can't, other than Madden 17, when it was released, you having the option to see whether your opponent was running or passing. Yeah, that was real. You could actually do that. There hasn't been much, you know, going on with it. Nice miss right there. There hasn't been a lot of things happening at launch that has really made the game unplayable. It really just hasn't. And that's just pure honesty. When you look at it, you have to understand, like, you have to be objective. I'm going to always be objective. Am I going to rage when the game is doing weird things that shouldn't be happening? Yes. But if it's something that is good about it, I'm also going to say it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you can't just be one way all the way, like, yeah, bro, no matter what they do. No. If they do something well, I'm going to say, yo, bro, look, that right there was hot. I loved Madden 16 when it first came out. They patched it. That was it. There's nothing else to really talk about. So all these new additions and the things that are coming, in all honesty, a lot of it is recycled, including the real player motion, you know, the one cut. That's, in my opinion, that's how they used to cut. You used to be able to just make a move and you could put your foot in the ground. It wasn't called one cut, but it was the same situation. Push the pile, in my opinion, even though some of you guys are saying that that's also recycled, I think that that's new. You know what I'm saying? I really do, and I have to wait to see how it actually unfolds with the game itself. That's what I'm waiting to see, because that's going to be the huge key about it. But I think with minimal patching, that alone in itself can save Madden 19. Like, even if we don't go after the fact of all the other things that we're talking about as far as one cut, even if that's not successful, you know, like the way target passing was. The only time that target passing was useful this year is when you could use it to do the Hail Mary glitch. That was the only time. And then they patched the Hail Mary glitch and then took away the ability to play the C route. So those are the things that we really need to address. That's what we really need to look for going forward. Madden 19 as a whole can be a very, very good game if they leave it as close to launch as possible and delete all the other older files with the way that the patches have changed the game. That alone will save Madden 19. All the other stuff that people are talking about, I don't think they really understand that the launch games have been way better than what the game has become after the patch. I'm very interested to know if you agree with that. Let me know some of the things that you're going to be looking for in Madden 19. And do you think that these new features can save Madden 19, or is it more about patching the game and keeping it playable? Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Enjoy your day. GmiasWorld. One love.